Hey art friends, it's Miss T. Today we're going to make a flower bouquet. A bouquet is a bunch of flowers that you can hold at the bottom. Now for this you're going to need a pencil, paper, and if you have crayons or markers or colored pencils, that'd be great. And this is what my example looks like. So a flower bouquet is a bunch of flowers that you can hold at the bottom right here. So we have different types of flowers, spring flowers, and in the back we're gonna have a bunch of green leaves from behind them, okay? Now I'm going to draw in black marker so you can see, but I want you to draw in pencil first. And then when you're done drawing in pencil, you can always go back and trace with either markers or crayons or color pencils. So first we're gonna draw some daisies. Daisies are these ones right here. And I think 3 is a good number. So first we're gonna start off with a circle somewhere in the middle of your paper. And then the petals are like long ovals, like that. And you're gonna go all the way around and draw the ovals for the petals. And I want you to try to make them the same length. Okay, maybe I'll put another one right here. So circle, and then the petals are long ovals. And go all the way around. And maybe one right here. Now, I'm about to draw a petal here, but what do you see that's happening? It's gonna touch that petal. So what we're gonna do is something called overlapping. I'm gonna start by drawing the petal, and then I'm gonna curve, and it's gonna stop right where that other petal is. And we're gonna pretend that there's an invisible line going through that petal. So invisible, invisible, and then we come back. Does that make sense? So it looks like this flower petal is in front of this one, and this one is behind that first one. Same thing, I'm gonna add one here, so I'm gonna go up, 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 and stop when it hits that petal. And it's gonna be invisible, invisible, and then I'm gonna come back around. Okay? I want you to try to do that if you can. That's called overlapping. All right. Now, I want you to draw little lines inside the petals. Just gives it some detail. Okay, now let's try tulips, these orange and yellow ones. Those are called tulips. So let's pick a spot. I'm gonna start one right here, and I'm actually gonna turn it. We're gonna draw a letter U, a big one, but I'm not gonna draw it straight like that. I'm gonna turn it. So I'm gonna draw a big letter U. Did you see how I turned it? It kind of looks like a C, doesn't it? The letter C. And then I want you to take this point, and I want you to draw a curved line towards the bottom of that letter U. Do you see that? Now it kind of looks like the letter E, doesn't it? And then I'm gonna take this point and I'm gonna draw a line down and end it at the middle, somewhere over here. So like that. And then back here, I'm gonna draw an upside down letter V. Boom, like that. And there's one tulip. And let's pick another spot for another one. How about over here? So my big letter U. And I'm gonna take this point and I'm gonna go down in a curved line and take this point and stop it somewhere in the middle over here, like that. And then an upside down letter V. Boom. And let's do one more. A big one. Big curved line towards the bottom. Another line stopping at the middle. And an upside down letter V. Awesome. And then let's do these little ones. Now if you notice, the petals on these types of flowers do not touch the circle. These ones touch the circle, do you see that? But the petals on this one just go all the way around without touching the circle. So let's try that. Put one right here, so circle, and then I'm just gonna draw a squiggly line all the way around. And it's not touching the circle. It kind of looks like an egg, a fried egg. Circle, and squiggly line, circle, squiggly line, and just add as many as you want. And if there's other flowers that you want to draw in your flower bouquet, go ahead and go for it. Now we need the stems. So when we draw the stems, they're all gonna come towards the middle at the bottom where my hands are going like that. So let's start with this tulip. So I'm gonna draw my stem like that. And then I'll do this one. I'm gonna curve it and go towards that stem. This one. This one I'm gonna curve it and go towards the middle. Now this flower, I think I'm gonna start it right here and go towards the bottom middle. This one, I'm gonna start here and it's gonna hit the top of that flower, and that's fine. So we're gonna pretend it's invisible, and now I can restart it. Does that make sense? Same with this one, my tulip. I'm gonna start my stem going towards the middle. It's gonna hit this flower, so I'm gonna pretend it's invisible, and now I can restart it. This one, and stop, and restart, and stop, and restart, and stop, and restart. And just keep drawing your flower stems. And remember to stop if they hit another flower or a flower petal. All right. Now I want you to go back and check to make sure all your flowers have stems. Use your finger to follow them. Yep. All right, lastly, we're gonna draw some zigzag lines around our bouquet to act as, to look like the leaves of the flower bouquet. So I'll start somewhere at the bottom. I'm gonna do some zigzags, and then I'm gonna stop and connect it to a stem. And then if you wanted to start here, you could. I think I'm gonna skip a space. I'm gonna draw some zigzags and stop right there. Maybe I'll start right here. And maybe one over here, and one more. All right. And there is our flower bouquet. And then you can go back and you can trace with markers or crayons or colored pencils, and you can add color and designs. You can even write a message here in the empty spots if you want. And check out my second video to see how I colored my bouquet.